G'day, we're looking at Tony's golf swing here at the Island Golf School in Hilton Island, South Carolina. Tony's come to us a very good player, and he's got a little bit of his own swing in here, a lot, a little away from the model, but it does make it work. So we were very hesitant about what suggestions we were going to make, and we looked a little bit on this video and really spent a lot more time talking about golf swing um, and what he wanted to do. So we're going to let this go through here, and we're just going to see how, as he starts back, he does take the club a little inside and straightens up, but gets well to his right side. Nice, great extension of his hands and arms. Hits the ball out, stays behind it, and plays a pretty predominant draw. Now, the one thing we talked about how much change we wanted to do, and suggestions we had were more so his club's got to go out a little bit. It really didn't work too much on his takeaway because he's got a tremendous lower body move into the ball. And I thought that when he did hit bad shots that he was just quick with this lower body, and it caused it to this week to block. Most of the shots were blocked out to the right and stayed out there just from the hips being ahead of the hands. So it is a timed golf swing here. We're just going to look at a couple different things. I'm going to put you up against the swing here. Oh, not that one. I had it right there. Pardon me, 1 minute, I lost the swing. That's a good one to see. Right? Yep. There we go. Sorry about that. So, going back here, we're going to see how Trevor Endelman in his takeaway, how he's more so here. You see how this club is out in front of him more, and yours gets a little bit behind you. And it could be that that club gets well behind you. If you start your swing a little quick, that club could get a little bit behind you there, even more so. And then you have to reroute it and get really quick. So we're going to watch on that takeaway. You see how he's got a nice hinge here, and as he starts his turn. So the only thing, really, the turn is good, the upper body, but you see how it's hard to tell with black pants that he's got a little bit of flex there, and you've really straightened there, and that club's back behind you. So the top here, it's in a real good position here. And you get this one thing that a lot of good players do that we don't really talk about with and normal golfers, the average golfer. You get this thing called what we call chest compression. Good players have it. They kind of just start this downswing, and there's a little bit of head movement actually towards the ball. This is common. It's called, McLean calls it chest compression. And you see this movement here, right to this position. You see his head and the upper body starts to actually get a movement forward, okay? All good players have that. The shoulders start rotating, but you see how the club's back behind you here. You got to make a big move here. The club's coming in shallow, And you watch how Engelman's kind of come down right there above that line. It's that, you know, this is the funny part. And you've been around the game long enough to say, everybody said, I always come from the inside. Well, they never saw it on the video. The good players, they feel it's a sensation of coming from the inside, but that club was out ahead of him the whole time. Okay, the club's a little shallow here, and it's going, and you see how, just draw a line right there, right over the ball there. You watch how Emmeline, just after impact, at impact, after impact, you're going to be impact over. You're just kind of just over outside that line there, coming into out. Now, I'm not going to argue against some of the golf swings you've made. I mean, you've made some very fine golf swings, but the other thing, this is, just bringing to light what we saw and what we observed. Um, there's a little bit of change there would have to be made, and I think that you probably lose that draw a little bit, but I think you'd hit better golf shots. So it is pretty interesting there too. And it may take a lot of time. And this may be something when Nick goes to college, or just he goes to camp and you could go out and hit some balls, but it's going to take a little bit of work, and that's the thing. I was very hesitant about making changes when I saw two kids that and you're an active father, so there's a tough one there, but I think you can still hit good golf shots. It's just really working on our timing. When you're going to hit a bad shot, it's probably that your timing's off. And if you start your backswing fast, your hips are going to go back fast, and the club's going to get a little bit more trapped behind you. If you start your forward swing fast, then your hips are going to be out in front of you again, and that club face is just going to be a little bit more open. It's going to be hard to square it to hit that draw, and you'll hit it out to the right. So that's what I saw there, and you see how there's a lot of good things here. I like how we see this lower body turning into the ball. I wish I had more of it, and you stay behind the ball, letting your right shoulder pass underneath your chin. There's all good things happening there. I think, you definitely could be more towards a 3 or 4 with a few more rounds of golf a year, right? And a little bit more consistency. The other thing that we noticed, and how do I know, gosh, these are all good when I got a camera on me. How do I know when I'm hitting a good shot and a bad shot, or when I'm off balance? The key was here at finish. We started to see, we started identifying that when I hit a good shot, I had a good finish. When I hit a bad shot, I kind of finished off balance. That was kind of the common denominator there. That wow, it started to show through. So we want to be cautious. We want to be conscious of making sure we make a good finish, and when we're not, then we know that we're a little bit out of sync there. Okay. Let's let this one play through. And your alignment here, this is where I actually line up to the red flag. Alignment looked good. This one was just a little quick, and you left it hanging out, I believe, to the right, if I do remember. Yeah. Normal ball flight. Tremendous lower body movement through the ball. Gosh, I was a small kid, and you're what, 5'7", so we were always trying to hit the ball a little bit further. You definitely found that way to hit it further. I mean, that's tremendous. Okay, let's look at today. Let's look at this side angle first. I'm sorry, I skipped over one. From the face on, we generally look at how much motion we have. If we're swaying or anything like that, and we don't see. You got a nice little bump here to start your swing, which is good. Starts the rhythm. Good turn here. I would, you straighten that right side a little bit, and you come back and hit the ball. I would, in the model, we like to see a little bit more flex in the right knee and a little bit weight over to this area right here. So, right, you're okay there. And as you start down, nice movement towards the ball. Forearms are nice and together here through impact. The hands are leading. You see this shaft line back here, right to this position. Good movement. Weight's moving into this left foot. Excellent. Very good. See if we get another swing here.
Where's Box? He's Augusta today. Augusta.
One long. Can you close that door there, Brett?
Sorry?
Close that door.
Oh, I'm sorry. You working tomorrow or?
You see here Tiger with, as he comes back here at the top of his backswing. That's all right. Top of the backswing here. You're going to see he's got a little bit more weight into his right side here. Right there. Good shoulder turn. Arms extension. Excellent. Best I've seen. Without a doubt. Nice arm extension. Got to create a lot of power. Feet flat. No body movement. This is all good. Good motion forward. See the same thing here. That little bump. That position. There. Through. Nice relaxed motion through the finish. Very good things happening here. Look how high his arms get.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's amazing. All right. Let's move. Let's see what happened today. I'll look at that again from the face on. A little bit extra movement here with the driver. A little extra lunge here, which could throw us out of sequence. Okay. Not bad there. There's a little bit more forearm separation. Okay. Just a little bit more. And the right foot is off the ground a little bit more. So just a little bit ahead of it. Okay. I'd suggest to develop a good timing to hit a pitching wedge, then hit a driver, hit a pitching wedge, hit a driver, and get in a little bit more better tempo, big tempo. Okay. Yeah, let's see the finish. Right there. Right there. Very good. consistent finishes. All right, let's look at it down the line today. Just play through. He stood back a little bit more from this one, and we noticed that the hands are just a little bit close together, close to the body, I'm sorry. Good turn here, good extension, good movement. Ooh. That one stayed out to the right there, remember. That was actually a pretty decent one, I think. Let's stay a little bit out to the right. Watch this, though. It goes back. Okay. It just comes a little bit, this one's just a little bit fast with the hips. And that's what's causing it there. So his hips got to stay back just a little bit longer. Stay back behind that ball and let it pass underneath us. You just got him a little bit ahead, just a hair. But that's what's causing it not to turn. Yeah, just a little bit of push with that. So you got to feel like that heel's down just a little bit longer and let that rotate underneath. It's just trying to get a little bit more out of that ball, and you're pushing it out there. Okay. A lot of good things happen. One thing, and you see it here, is you don't get a lot of wrist hinge though, and that causes on our short shots, or to have a lot of trajectory issues. And you got to hit some flop shots up north. So we wanted to try to work on trying to get a little wrist hinge there, just to come down the steeper angle with our short game there. Okay, but other than that, I saw a lot of good things. Good student to work with. Just tough to really change in a couple of days, and don't want to change a lot. But I think that we can identify when we go wrong, what's going on, and that's the important thing too. It's been a pleasure working with you and your family. We hope to see you back here at the Island Golf School. Thank you.